Well, I need to do a quick project just to kind of keep my mind focused on something because I have other stuff going on. So I want to make one of these little cozies. I've never done one of those before, so I guess I could find a video of somebody's how to do it, right? That'd probably be easier. Yeah, I bet I could do it.
So I guess the first thing we're going to do, because I'm going to use, we want to make squares, right? Yeah, so we'll just make 4 squares, and then something on top, and then sew them together. Yeah, simple enough. Alright, so I guess I'm going to use white and black. Maybe I'll do one color reverse. Let's see what I come up with. So, of course, I have to make it difficult. I could just make 4 boxes, but in this case, I'm going to use a graph chart for this. So, in order to get smaller stitches, I'm going to use an F hook. It's a little smaller, yeah. My white yarn, so I'm just going to make a chain this long so I can determine how long my graph can be. So I made a chain, and it's actually about 20 to go across the box, but I made it 22 so I can have an extra stitch on each side so it slides a little better. So now I know that I can make a graph chart for 22 stitches at least. Okay, so let's do that. And I emailed it to myself and put it on my iPad so I'd have it to show you. It's easier this way. So we're gonna, this is 20 boxes. We're gonna use each box as a stitch basically. Okay, so all I've done was make a square basically to cover the side of the box. Okay, it's not difficult. But I also carried the color across, creating these little fringes. So I go across, like carry the color underneath, so you can see it a little bit, but not much. And then let it hang out like fringe. So you're just carrying the color. So that way, when you switch colors, you know, you can switch easily. And then these are like fringe on the side. We're going to use these to attach them together. I think we're going to sew them together, like tie them together, you know. But we'll find out. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, I've never made one of these, and I'm always making stuff up as I go. So that's the fun of this. So I made it the size. So I think this is, I think I said 20. I think I reduced it because I did 1 and it was a little too big. So I had to redo it. And I only made 1 paw print instead of 2. But it's okay. Just make it however you want. You don't have to use the paw print. You use something else. You get different graph. Add colors. Just make it crazy. Whatever. So, but yeah, we're going to use these little fringes. So this is all just single crochet. I was making 1 stitch for every box in the graph that I was using in this, for the colors. And that's it. You know, and just leave these on the end. And then after I got to the end of the color, I'd cut the underlying color and then continue and then add another strip, and another strip, another strip, another strip. So you have these fringes on the end. Okay, we can trim these down later, but it was easy to do. It only took maybe half hour or so, 20 minutes to make that, you know, just this 1 box. So that's not too bad. I don't like projects that linger and linger and linger and take forever. But so far that's what we're doing. So we're going to make 4, go ahead and make 4 squares, and then we'll do the top part. Well, I made 3 of these squares. This is what they look like. I still have 1 more to make. Like I said, these are pretty quick to make. You can make these. These would actually be just like this. They would actually be great, like coasters, if you made a different design on it. Those would be like cool coasters for like outside or something. Anyway, but my intention was to use these the strings on the end, you know, that I was using to switch colors, to tie them together. You know, 1 tie them each together, you know, like that. But this is what happened. Look at it. It didn't work so well. I'm surprised. I thought it would work. Well, it didn't. So we're just going to use the embroidery needle and kind of clean that up. Still tie them together to hold as a base, and then yeah, take it from there. So you never know how something's going to work until you try it. So this is what happened. I cut them too short. Oh well. It can be fixed. The things, I'm all finished with all of them. I've also done the top as well. I know it looks kind of off, but I think I probably should have went up a little further on this and made the opening. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up with an embroidery needle and like the black yarn, and sew a round hole here. You'll see when I'm done. Anyway, so to do this part, all I did was I made a chain this way, but I only went up enough rows to go this way, because see, these aren't the same length. They're not exactly the same length. They're a few rows shorter, because the top is going to be shorter than the sides. So you want to make it so that the length is across the same on all four sides, because when you attach it, then your box will be square. So anyway, so in order just to make the middle, all I did was chain. I chained 8, and then I attached it 5 stitches over. I skipped 5 stitches, and then I just continued. And then when I came back, I did a single in every other stitch on the chain, so I could get back to the same number of stitches. That's all. It was no big deal. But you just want a little opening for that. So anyway, now we're going to go and we're going to I guess just sew them together, right? I don't know. Well, this is the end of my project. I don't know if you can see that. It turned out pretty good, actually, I think. I just took black, did a kind of like a whip stitch around that opening. And then I did like a base stitch around out here to kind of square it off. I probably should have went with 22 stitches across for the box size, but you know, it turned out pretty good actually. It's a little crooked right now, but yeah, little paw prints on it, kind of cute. Good little distraction project for everyone. Hope you learned something. If not, it was fun.